Final laps of the late model race from Toyota Speedway here at Irwindale.
We'll end up with a green-white checker. We've already completed 47 laps. We've not been given the 1-to-go signal yet.
Carts just rolling. They'll get 2 by 2. The reason for our most recent caution, that's Mike Johnson in the 17. Coming up the racetrack, making contact with Tim Huddleston in the 50. They go to the inside barrier. And so both drivers out of the race cars, and Jim is with Mike Johnson.
A lot different ending than his victory in 2008. Mike, you're racing hard for 5th. You told me before the race you were going to save your tires for the end. You were charging hard, weren't you? What happened?
I was saving my tires, and I had a broken shifter from lap 1, so I was in 4th gear for every restart. After a lap, I could get going, get some momentum, and Tim's really hard to pass. We've been racing together for 10 years. He kept turning down and holding me off, and I told my spotter there's like 10 to go. I said, if he cuts me off again, I'm just going to stay on the gas. I'm not going to lift. And he cut me off in the middle of the straightaway, and now we're done. But at this race, 1st, maybe 2nd or 3rd is all that counts. Anything else don't matter. So here I am. I'm still happy. I got Jesus with me. I got Team Kuhn, Dean Kuhn Racing, and Tony Stone, and all my guys helped me make this thing go really fast. Tonight, we didn't have a good night, but we're going to have a lot of more good nights.
Thanks, Mike.
That's a good attitude to have. As the field making their way through 3 and 4. Green flag back in the air. Green, white checker. 2 laps of racing to go for the late models.
Sean Woodside, another great restart. Side by side for 2nd. Looks like Janitis may have it for now.
Nick Janitis in the 30. Sitting in the 2nd position. Brandon Davis in the 15. Back there in 3rd. 1 more to go. Sean Woodside trying to grab the trophy here in the late models.
How about Travis Irving on the outside running 4th?
Again, qualified for this race earlier today in the qualifying race. Wasn't in the event. And now, potentially a top 5 finish. But the winner is going to be Sean Woodside. He takes the checkered flag.
Great effort by Sean Woodside. Nick Janitis put the disappointment of last night behind him and got a good top 2 finish.
Brandon Davis in the 15 comes home in 3rd. As you mentioned, that 41 of Travis Irving. What a great race he ran. He is 4th. And 5th, the 16 of Matthew Hicks. Nick Janitis coming up beside the 45 saying, nice job.
Certainly was.
Good clean racing between those 2 drivers up front.
Sean Woodside finished 2nd last year and improved by 1 spot. Got to victory lane.
Pretty clean race cars after that one. 50-lap race, and Sean Woodside is your winner. Pulls the steering wheel off, getting ready to climb out of that race car to start his celebration. Travis Pastrana was able to watch that one. Again, he'll start 20th in our next race. That is the main event, going 225 laps, 3 segments broken down into 100 lap, 100 lap, and 25 segment race. It'll be the first ever NASCAR start for Travis Pastrana. Let's go down to Dick Berggren.
And Sean Woodside hopping out of the car, big smile and a wave to the crowd. Hey man, they tried you on the high side, they tried you on the low side, multiple restarts. How'd you keep them all back there?
Well, at one point Hornaday called me. So,
Ron Hornaday, the master of the restart.
Hornaday told me move the car up. I moved it up. Harvick said go back to the bottom. I don't know what was going on, but I got to thank Apache Rental, Ron and Wendy at Ron's rear end, Bill Lowe for the engine, Hollywood Expendables, Tim Sweet, and Mike and Nathan and Frank Moronsky.
Tell me about your drive. Tell me about your drive.
Man, everything I had in the book for restarts, I tried everything, and it worked pretty good. But the bottom line is we had a really good car that ran on the bottom and the top, and all the hard work up at the shop paid off.
And you're puffing a little bit. Congratulations to you. Jim?
He gave it everything he could to make this victory work, but Nick Janitis came up just a bit short. Where'd you fall short tonight?
You know, I think he had that inside groove. Our car was really good on the restarts for that thing. Sean had a great car. I've been racing with that guy for close to 20 years now, and it was fun doing battle with him for the win there. And, you know, after last night, I can't complain, but, you know, hey, second always sucks. But, you know, hey, got to thank all these fans for coming out. Got to thank Luis Martinez for giving me the opportunity. King Taco, this whole crew, they busted their butts this week. They had a rough week, and Jackson Race Cars built a great race car. Got to thank Lloyd McGee for volunteering me to drive the car when he sold it. So hopefully we'll find something to drive next year and come back and get some more wins next year.
So right now, nothing in store for you?
No, unfortunately, nothing lined up next year. We got to find some funding, and we got that super late model available, but just got to get some money for it. And right now the economy's tough, but we hope to be back. I'd like to come win some more races out here, or even move up to the West deal. If we could find something like that, it would be a lot of fun.
You gave it a great ride. Thanks, Nick.
And talking about the ladder system, I mean, Nick Janitis wants to use that ladder system, move up, maybe get a West Series ride in the K&N Pro Series.
That's what it's all about. Anybody that puts a helmet on and gets in a race car wants to move up. That's Tim Huddleston, Mike Johnson. Remember, these two guys were involved in that incident with about 5 or 6 laps to go.
That's got to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, Tim's wanting to know, say, Mike, why, what happened? Why did you run into me coming off the corner? We heard Mike talk about Tim cutting him off in the corners, and unfortunately just a disagreement, and sometimes that stuff happens.
There are a few disagreements in racing. This is what happened. Coming out of turn 4, Mike Johnson in the 17 moved up the racetrack. Tim Huddleston in the 50, nowhere to go. Had to ride it all the way to the inside wall.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Mike was going to go there. He wasn't far enough up to even force the issue to get Tim out of the throttle. He just, unfortunately, just ran up there and running beside him. He said he was going to hold the gas down, and he certainly did, and ended both their evenings.
Yeah, that's the way the night ended for the 50 and the 17. Unofficial results, Sean Woodside claims the title in 2011 for the NASCAR Whelen All-American late model. Nick Janitis for the second place finish. Brandon Davis, Travis Irving, and Matthew Hicks are your top 5.
Taylor Kuzak is finishing in the 7th position, and he will be doing double duty. He'll be jumping in his K&N car here in just a moment. Jonathan Gomez finishes back in the 14th spot. He will also be in the Toyota All-Star Showdown here coming up momentarily.
And that rounds out the 25-car field. Again, 50 laps, and Sean Woodside is victorious in our first race of the night. But boy, if that's the precursor to what's taking place, there's going to be a lot of action coming up next. And who's in that race? Action sports star Travis Pastrana. The guy is crazy on 2 wheels and 4 wheels, but this is his NASCAR debut, and it is next.
Brandon Davis,